What's up, everybody? I'm Abatage, and welcome back to Godus. And my Godus, have we got a storm going right now? That means running around fixing stuff that isn't part of a settlement. Now, I don't want to release too many of these guys because they might end up just building things, but at the same time, I need protection. It must happen. As you can see, I haven't been able to sprog anything new out of here, which is a little bit of a disappointment, but we've got more pressing matters right now. Whoa, look at those buildings go! Oop, don't knock down the house. Dopey Dora. Oh, okay, let's go around and get some repairs done. What we can do once we start, if we ever start swimming in gems the same way we're swimming in belief, is we can just plonk down settlements everywhere so that even if they overlap, they will take care of the houses and no one will give us stuff when a storm comes. Because right now, oh, shit's falling down. Everyone has to get out and work just making it happen. Farms are okay, but they're all part of settlements, I guess. There aren't any farms that aren't part of settlements, so at least not that I am aware of. Come on, guys, get out. Out you come. Oh, we've got so much land now to cover that we really need to... If we do get a surplus of gems, it definitely would be wise putting down a buttload of settlements. Just to cover everything. Because then we can forget about it and continue on and just know that it's all taken care of and our lovely followers are not going to be suffering in broken down houses that always need repairing. See, up top here I've started sculpting away there as well to kind of just flatten this out a bit. We'll probably have steps come down this way and all this area will be a cliff. Because why not? That's how we roll. Okay, I think that's pretty good. These guys, these are kind of like the frontiersmen out here. I always think of them as sort of the pioneers out in the far reaches of the land where no one's really explored or given a shit about yet. But they're out there doing it and checking it out and living it up and getting it all ready for everyone else to come and expand and live out there and for society to grow and prosper in the new world. Oop, oop. That's how I like to think about it anyway. I do tend to enjoy giving stories to things, even if there is no stories. But I tell you what, our followers have seen some shit. They've had some ups and some downs. Their houses continuously get destroyed by their god, who's a bit clumsy when it comes to sculpting. You know, they often go to war and have to fight like there's no tomorrow, although they've done their dues now and there's no more fighting left to do. Unless they went multiplayer, but hey, I don't know anyone else who plays this game, so that's not going to happen. Old God is a bit of a Nigel no friends when it comes to Godus. But hey, to be honest, I much prefer playing the single player of these sorts of games than multiplayer anyway, so I'm perfectly happy with that. In fact, generally all round with any game, I'm more of a single player guy than a multiplayer. I don't know why. It's just what I like. I like those sorts of directed experiences. Now this is interesting. This one is only spawning farmers because we've got these plots here ready to go. Those guys I just pulled out from these guys who aren't part of the settlement went and built houses. But yeah, he's only spawning farmers from here, which is interesting because that's kind of what we're trying to find out here, if they're ever going to spawn, well, anyone for that matter, right now, because no one's spawning there at all at the moment. Maybe that is because I put it down without any town already existing. So, yeah. Now I know these are all little houses up here, but to be honest, that's cool. We're just going to leave them as little houses. They're a little bit more of a pain in the ass to manage, but ultimately, I'm not too fussed. We'll leave that because we want this path to kind of go around here so that they can get out and around there, and once we open up this land we can head down there. And we might leave that bit of water inlet there. It might be nice to have a kind of bit of a bay. But yeah, I just want these houses to start building. I want to be able to spawn dudes from here, which isn't happening at all right now. But that's cool. That's the way it goes. Apparently, it's not the done thing at this point in time. So let's just fill in this and move this guy up. There we go. Now we probably don't want to go too far that way with this cliff. We want to kind of just keep it at about this level. Get rid of that rock, get rid of these trees. Nice. Because like I said, we'll build steps down here, but up to that point we won't worry too much about changing the land that much. I think we'll just have a nice cliff going along here, and that'll be done for that level. In fact, we might actually get down to the new settlement and beautify the land, because we've got buttloads of money, or currency, belief. So it's not going to hurt if we spend a little bit on it to if we spend a little bit of it to beautify. So let's just pop these dudes out. That's cool. We can't get anyone else from there at the moment. We can get someone there and there. These guys are building away, even though I'm not too confident about what they're building. Because I still can't get anything out of there. But let's give it a quick beautify while we're here. Let's do all of this. Oh, look at that lovely beautify. I'm going to have to do it a few times, I think. Yep. And here, because I like to be thorough, I don't like a bit of patchy ground. If you're going to beautify the land, you might as well do it nice and evenly. Make it work properly and look good. I know, it's a bit silly, but hey, that's the way it goes. Let's do all of this. Oh, it actually helps the trees grow. Isn't that interesting? Never noticed that before. Beautiful steps to walk up. Beautiful land to expand to. Beautiful hills to sculpt. Lovely. Isn't that lovely? Hopefully it'll mean they'll go a bit faster as well and spawn a bit faster and all that good stuff. Let's just pop this out a bit so we can fit another house in. Yeah. And we can probably come this way a little bit. Ooh, that's a bit dangerous. Oh, that's a bit dangerous. Whew. Well, we got to a level 2 for that, so that's good. I still want this guy to start popping out dudes, but before we get to that, we're going to have to just swing around. Give him one of those. Get rid of some of these rocks. You can't just bury rocks. You have to click them away. And push this up. So I'm not sure if this town experiment's gone all that well. Because it's definitely connecting people up, but it's not giving me any option for farms. Maybe it is something I'm doing wrong? I don't know. I don't really see what else I could be doing correctly if there was a different way to do it. So we'll just have to see if it eventually does kind of give us that option. But we want to push all this back so that there's plenty of room for that settlement to expand in. And everything will be nicely connected. Let's go back to about there. And all the way around. Beautiful. That's the way. Let's do that and get rid of that. And get rid of that. And that. And let's push this out a bit. Don't want to go too crazy because we do want to start moving down the way around here anyway. But we do want to have a nice big flat area of land so that nice big houses can get built and the settlement can reach out as far as it possibly can. Ooh, so we've got a level 6 there, that's nice. Get rid of that rock. Okay, let's build this out here. Looking good. But yeah, like I said, the problem I have with this settlement at the moment is where's the farms? Where's the spawning from the actual town? Is that something that builds up over time? Perhaps? Now these guys look like they might want to go that way, but I think they should be alright. We let them out. Let's let these guys out because they can build along here, so can these guys. Yeah, that's as far as we're going to get with the farms, I think, on this one. We're kind of getting our way to our 10,000 wheat limit, which is one that we're hoping to get. These steps are going to come down here, or maybe they can just come down here. Yeah, I think that'll work. Ooh, where did... Hello. Where are you going? Interesting. But yeah, we might bring the steps around this way instead, and kind of maybe do this as well. But have this as a... I think we'll lower this ground, because I think we've got enough up here, and we want to kind of get some green, lush ground. Maybe we'll even out kind of at this level around here. I think that would probably be a good idea. But yeah, there's no farms being built here. What gives, man? Ooh. Some big plots of lands for houses, but no farmland. Which is a little disappointing. Maybe this isn't lush. Maybe you need better ground to farm on, perhaps? I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Oh, is that... Did I see confetti around here, or is that just the beautify effect? I think it's just because it's beautified and all these little sparkles come out. Kind of confuses me every now and then. I think there's like a card that I've missed, like a chest buried somewhere. And I just catch a glimpse of something fluttering around, and it looks like it might be some confetti for the chest, but no, it's just some sparklies from the old beautify process. Come on, guys, get to it. You two, no, you guys can do it too. Get down there. And can't get anyone out of here. Well, we've learned something there, haven't we? Because I thought it was a good idea to maybe put down the settlement first and then build out from it, because you'd get a better idea of how far the reach is, and you'd be able to do bigger houses, bigger plots of land like this one here, which is about to go up. Yep. And, you know, you'd have better chance of doing that sort of stuff. But as it turns out, it doesn't really look like it. Looks like it's going to do what you'd normally do, as in you'd have a whole bunch of houses, and then after a while, if you knock them down and spawn someone else, you can spawn out some farmers. So we'll have to try that in the future once this settlement's all built up. But for now, let's get some... Ooh, it's going to be a little bit hard to get there, isn't it? That's quite the hole that's buried in. This one is on water, so we're going to have to get them there somehow. And I think if you don't, if it's sitting up on a bit of land, they'll dig it out if it's not high enough. I think. So like if you had it like this, they'd dig it up so that it would be all cool. But as it is, I think it'll be fine there, and we can just kind of step them down to here. Maybe this can be a fairly beach level area. And they can look over at these beautiful cliffs where people will be living in the hills with lush green grass and beautiful scenery, looking out over the bays and over the beaches, and this beautiful tropical paradise as all the plebs kind of work away down here to get this temple fixed and up and running. Yeah, that sounds nice. In a way. I don't think I'm going to push this too much further. I'll get a little bit of even land through here, but that's really just to get people through to here. I'm not going to try and build out these cliffs too much and build up too much there, because I think that's a bit... You know, I like to think that I can keep some of the land looking natural and, you know, as it naturally appeared. Just as Peter Molyneux intended. If you want to look at it that way. And if I'm the creator of this land, then Molyneux and the team at 22 Cans are the creator of the world. They're the creator of the creator, if you want to call it that. Which is quite amusing to me, to say the least. Oh, we've got the option now. Is that going to farmer? Yeah. Okay, so we know that now. So it takes a little bit of time. Oh, that's a big-ass farm, isn't it? Groovy. So it takes a little bit of time for the people to come up here to spawn out. And when they do, it looks like we're going to get farmers. Which is cool. I'm cool with farmers. That's totally fine by me. So it looks like there's confetti here. Oh, there is! Is there? Is that... Yeah, I'm not just seeing things. Look at that, a card that we're missing. Bit of granite. Well, isn't that great? I'm so glad we got that. Let's just cover it up again and pretend like it never existed. Great. But I'll continue to sort this out and get this land shaped up and looking good. And then we might start expanding over to the east. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. But for now, I think that's where I'm going to leave it. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!